YouTubers. I'm doing a quick video on winter sowing. We are in Minnesota and we still definitely have snow on the ground. You can kind of see right here I have my jugs outside, and this is called winter sowing, and I'll show you how to do it. But I've had these jugs out with kale, cauliflower, broccoli, and cabbage, which are cold weather plants, since January. These will act as like essentially little greenhouses. I am terrible at growing things indoors. I've just recently been able to keep houseplants alive, so that's a big deal for me. So when Lindsay and I tried to grow seedlings inside, it was a ton of work, and none of them really survived. So we often are like, there's got to be a better way to do this or a different way to do this. I've been doing this for a few years now, with great success. You want to take these caps out because, like greenhouses, they need, even in the cool weather, they need a little air. So you always take the caps off. I cut around, like anywhere. There's no math to it really. You just cut them in half. I drilled holes in the bottom of them with my drill. Filled it with soil, seed starting soil. Doesn't have to be super deep, a couple inches. And then I watered it down, so I soaked it. You can also use these little containers. These are my seeds that I'm going to be putting in. And so I will show you quickly how to do this and then literally just throw it outside. So literally all that I do is, for pumpkin, I'll probably put in 4 on each corner, or I mean 1 on each corner, so there's 4. I typically don't even plant 4 pumpkin plants, and then I'll put 1 in the middle for good measure. And I will, ever so delicately, put on a layer to cover, pat it down, and you're done. My labels look like this. They are coated in packing tape. I'm going to try this because usually I am terrible at labeling, and I get to planting and I was like, meh, I don't know. So this is my blue squash, sugar pies. I did zucchini and cantaloupe, nasturtiums and bunny tails. These containers, because they are clear and they don't have the air hole like this, are really good for very, very warm weather plants. You have to remember to open up the containers. You even have to open up these containers during the day when the sun is really hot, because these containers are like little greenhouses and they can get very, very warm. So once it gets into the 40s and for sure in the 50s, opening them up during the day is a really stellar idea. What I will do is just put 1 piece of packing tape to just keep these securely down like this. But because I didn't cut the handles, they're not going to flop open. Okay, we're outside and we're eating bark. Here is my tray of finished stuff. So I'm going to put him right where I put my other ones. This is the southern side of our house. And a lot of people will say put it on like a northern side so that it doesn't get too much sun. And this has worked for me in the past. It might not work for you. There, these are the ones that have been there since January. They're enjoying the freeze thaw, and they were all the way up to their caps with snow. A little container. Nice. Yeah, this is the easiest, best way I have found to start seedlings, because I like to start seedlings. If you have any questions, let me know. This is a pretty well-known practice. You can do a lot of things a lot earlier in warmer climates, but even in Minneapolis, starting seeds in January is it's like uplifting when it is freezing out that you can think about seeds. Again, oh, and then there's a drone. Wow, that was crazy. Here's Kaylin very diligently watching this guy that's practicing flying his drone.